my name is Savannah if you are new here, and today I want to do something a little bit different. I wanted to show you some of my favorite thrift finds from my travels, from living in all sorts of different places through university, Minerva, or prior like different trips. I've kind of gathered a pile, you can't see it, but I've gathered a pile of things, clothing and jewelry, and I am going to exclude Canada, which is my home, just because I feel like that would be unfair. I've thrifted so many things at home. Thrifting is something I love doing, and for me, instead of getting a souvenir in a different country, I think that's a nice way to have like a little memory of a place. So I'll show you guys what I've picked up from, I'll have to count the number of countries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From 7 countries, no, 8. I am missing one, which I'll show you guys anyway, but I'll show you and explain a bit of the story behind it and then try it on. So I'm gonna go chronologically, I think. And this one's kind of boring, but I feel like I have to include something from Costa Rica. I studied in Costa Rica for 2 years at UWCCR, which is a boarding school. And when I initially moved there, I was under this impression that like Costa Rica would be such a warm country and I wouldn't ever need any sweaters. Clearly I was wrong. You get acclimated to wherever, like whatever context you're in, and pretty quickly like an 18 degrees at night felt really cold to me. So I just wanted something cheap, but also I don't like to buy fast fashion in general. So I went over to like a local little thrift store that wasn't too far, and I got this like huge, massive, like it's like, just for reference, I'm 5'2". I'm a pretty small human being. It's quite big. I'm sure it'll make more sense on. This one was $3 if I remember correctly. It was 3,000 colones. Is that right? I'm like trying to remember. It was definitely like no more than $3 max. It's like really small little gray and white stripes, and on the sleeve there's a little bit of a snake embroidery, which I think is really cute. I have quite a few photos just like rocking this with like high knee socks from like 2017. It was very useful. Okay, so the next item I'm going to talk about is from my trip, my solo backpacking trip. I did 5 countries in 5 weeks, and this was 2018. I was in Thailand and I was thrifting with a friend who is actually local, and I picked up this beautiful blue skirt. I will show a clip because it's not at my mom's house, it's at my dad's house. So I don't have it with me. It is so pretty. It's like this little chiffon, like really light skirt, midi length. It's like a light blue with darker blue polka dots. It was perfect while I was traveling. It was so hot in Thailand. I was there in August and it was like 40 degrees or something ridiculous. So a really cute find. It was 50 cents. I remember feeling like it was such a good find, and it was one of the like vintage, like by the pound, like the price was just based on the weight, and that's why it was so cheap, because it literally weighs nothing. So I love traveling with that one too, just because it's so easy to carry around and it takes up no space at all. The next piece is actually from San Francisco. I thought I would thrift more in San Francisco, and I did thrift a few more things that I've already sold or donated. I remember thrifting for Halloween. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up. I was Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but like when she was wearing the fire outfit. So I thrifted that top, but it just didn't fit in my like daily wardrobe, like what I needed. So I donated it or like gave it to a friend. But the one thing I did keep, and I feel like was a really good find, is this green little cardigan. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but like at the back there's like a thinner, almost open knit in like a couple stripes, and it does that like in a few places on the cardigan. It is made of cashmere, and I remember it was, I want to say 10 USD. It's originally from Banana Republic, and it's really nice quality. It's this really pretty olive green, which I really like because it goes with my eyes, so I like this color a lot. And I haven't worn it too much. I mean, this summer it's a cardigan, but I really like this piece and I feel like it's a classic that will never really go out of style, so I feel like that was a solid purchase. In terms of SF, the other thing that I feel like I got quite a bit of was jewelry. I kind of got into thrifting jewelry when I was in San Francisco and like making jewelry. A few of them I've lost, and like this pair I'm about to show you are kind of wrecked. So this is a pair of earrings. They're hoops, but as you can tell, they're like, they look like silver now. They used to be gold. I wore these to death, which is why they look so funny. They're like some thicker hoops. I hope that I can find like a replacement someday. Sorry. I hope I can find a replacement someday because I did really like having like a chunkier hoop, but they were nice while they lasted, and not expensive, probably like $1. And then this pair, they've actually held up really, really well. They look like this. They're just little dangly earrings. They've stayed pretty gold, you know, like they actually look really good. And they're kind of that like hammered metal look, and there's like a little tiny gem on it too. I don't know if you could tell. The next piece is, where did I go next? Seoul. Yes. So this is a almost like dress shirt, brown kind of fake silk sort of satin, I guess, dress shirt, kind of a chocolate brown color. And this I found in Seoul. One of the things, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on my channel, but when I was living in South Korea, I got a lot of like stares, and it was just a much more conservative society, and I wouldn't say I dressed particularly provocatively, but I felt really uncomfortable at all the stares and the yelling at times, so I bought shirts. I had another one already that was kind of a silky material like this, so I would just like throw it on and button it up before I would leave if I knew that like what I was wearing was maybe like this. I would never have worn there. Like anything like a little tank top wouldn't really work for me, like I didn't feel comfortable, so this is something that was really useful. It's not really my style anymore, and I do think I would sell it or donate soon, so if anyone wants it you can let me know in the comments. But it's a really nice quality shirt, and it's hard to show, but you'll see it in the try on. I wore it in my date night Seoul video if you want to see me in action in the shirt, but it was a good thing to have while I was there. Another thing I picked up in Seoul is this just beautiful ring, maybe my favorite ring I've ever seen in my life. So it looks like this. It's a beautiful green gem. I have no idea what the name of this is. I remember on the day I found this, I was just so excited. I wear it on my middle finger and I love it so much. Green is one of my favorite colors, if you haven't been able to tell already. I guess there's only one piece so far that's green, but I have another one. I just love this a lot. Very precious to me. I think I kind of skipped over Georgia because I was in Georgia twice, before Seoul and in December. So actually both of these items, all three are from before, so I should have probably done Georgia first, but we're gonna ignore that. The first item, this one isn't, it makes me so sad. It's this really, really pretty lavender like sweater vest. So cute. Like, tell me that's not adorable. But I can't style it. I have literally no idea. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the try on clip because I've never been able to style this in a way that I like, that suits my body. I find that the shape of like this, like the super wide straps, looks really muscly on me. I don't know. It doesn't really work, so trying to sell this one, or I guess just give it to someone who I know is gonna love it. It's such a pretty color. I'm obsessed with like lavenders and purples. It's one of the colors I really like to wear as well. I just can't. I really don't know what to do with it, so this has just been sitting in my closet. Actually back home I didn't bring it because I realized I was never gonna wear it, so unfortunately that was kind of a fail. It just isn't my style. Next, also from Georgia, more of a basic piece, but I really, really love this top, especially for going out. You can probably tell there's like a little bow kind of situation going on here. It's like a really, really thin, soft cotton halter top. Really simple, easy to throw on. I feel like it's really flattering, and it's also tiny, tiny, tiny. I can wrap this up and like put it in my suitcase. It's so small. I don't even tell how small this is, but I love when pieces can be tightly tucked. It's easier to pack my life into a suitcase when things are this small. The next piece is definitely my favorite. Maybe my favorite thrift find ever in my life. Also a going out top. It is this like seriously stunning, amazing vintage beaded just masterpiece essentially. It is so pretty and I love the length. It has like this little scalloped edge on the bottom. It's like lacy and beaded and it's definitely a true vintage piece. It like zips up at the back and I've actually worn this, fun fact, in Sisyphus in Berlin, one of the nightclubs. I tried to get into Berghain with this, didn't work, but I don't think this was the reason. But I did get into Sisyphus with this and it's just so dainty and pretty and I love it. The next place I'm gonna talk about is, let's do Berlin. I did get another thing in Berlin, like another dress. It's currently in the process of being sewn because I didn't like the shape. It was essentially a like by the pound vintage market type of thing and you couldn't try anything on. So I picked up this dress and another dress and the other one was just like really small in the chest. So I've been trying to like alter it in a way that looks good. I'm not entirely sure that that dress is working. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with it. But this one I did alter a little bit because I just wanted to make a small adjustment to it and it worked out really well. It looks a little bit like a grandma dress. I can't tell if it's like too grandma or if it's like in the appropriate range of grandma. Isn't like grandma core a thing right now? I don't know. Anyway, these little waist ties saved this dress. So essentially, initially, these waist ties were up like below the bust and I put like, I basically seam ripped them and then lowered them. So now I can like wrap it around my waist. And I feel like that makes this dress like 1,000 times more flattering on me. It was more of like a baby doll shape. And what I love are the ruffles. The other thing is this little bit of lace, which is really cute. There are elements I love. I just don't know what the pattern. I just don't know. There's been a little off of it, but I'm working on it and I do like it. I feel like most of my amazing thrift finds are from Ottawa, to be honest, or Montreal. Montreal has such good thrift stuff. So if you want to see them, you can let me know. So this piece is from Amsterdam. Not Amsterdam. I've never been to Amsterdam. It's from the Hague in Holland, in the Netherlands. I was visiting my friend Kezia. I actually have a lot of footage from that trip, so I might make something out of it. But this is a cute little simple midi skirt. Kind of reminds me of the one I got in Thailand. Really light and really small, like I can pack it up really nicely. And this one will not wrinkle. It's a bit different, like in the fabric. Small little white flowers on like a green background, which I love. Unfortunately, this one is from Shein, which I've never purchased anything from Shein. I don't intend to ever do that. But it was thrifted, so I feel like that makes it okay. I just don't like the quality is actually surprisingly okay, but I wouldn't recommend purchasing this item from Shein unless you really have no money. In that case, I understand. Now we're getting to the last two items. A little sneak peek. They were both bought in Paris recently, actually, this past May, and I feel like they're very Parisian. So I got two little silky tops, like lingerie tops, but I just wear them as a tank top. Although I have difficulty doing that. I love the way it looks on other people and I always want to do it myself. There's still part of me trying to get used to it. So anyway, this is a purple one. Really pretty. Kind of has like a pinky undertone to it. And I just did a small alteration to it. I just brought in like I did a little now I'm forgetting the name. I did a little bit of an adjustment on the boob area. And I find the center really cute. It's just like this little heart bow situation. And then the last item, also from Paris. This was like a little vintage shop, by the way. I think I paid 10 euros for each, and then I got a 10% student discount, or 20%, something pretty good. And so this is the other little lingerie piece. Very Parisian in my mind. I actually wore this in a picture in front of the Eiffel Tower. There's like little ties, kind of like the dress that I showed, that like bring in the bust. But this time it actually like works really well. The only thing, I'm holding it pretty low so you can't tell, the bot was like cut. Like cut on a really uneven angle. It's like super slanted, so I do need to fix it, but I still love it. I love the color. It's really bright red and I feel like it would look really good with cargo pants. Again, branching a little bit out of my comfort zone. I feel like I'm usually more into like preppy classic sort of styles, but a lot of my thrift finds tend to be like a little adventurous, which I'm fine with. I like exploring. I just need to get used to it. So that is it for the things I've thrifted around the world in 8 different countries. I'm sure I'm going to thrift more in the countries I'm going to next. I'm moving to Argentina in September, so I don't know how fashion is there, but like I'm so curious to find out about it and see if they do have any thrifted shops or any like vintage markets. Yeah, so that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a like and let me know in a comment down below what you'd like to see next, if you want to see more of this kind of content. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It shows me that you support me and you want me to keep making videos. There's actually only like, I think it's like 17 or 18% of you that watch my videos that are subscribed. So if you're not, consider doing it. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see more regular content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.